What's going on, everybody? Stephen with you again, Bama GA Outdoors. Just got off work. Thought I'd come down here to one of the spots that I fish and have caught some fish here in the past. Today I'm gonna fish from under the bridge in this spot. I generally don't. It's a place that has another slough off the side of the main creek channel, and I can actually see the structure out there a little bit better. Today yesterday I was down here and I caught a nice bass and one nice crappie. I threw them back, and I went on a bunch of different little creek missions yesterday. I put in a lot of footwork yesterday, getting back into some places through some woods, and I stayed on the Sweetwater Creek the whole time. And I caught 3 fish all day, 2 bass and a crappie, and I let them all go. But today I wanted to fish this area from a different direction, kind of like I want to fish the slough over there where I caught those 14 a couple weeks ago. They just fell off over there. I don't know if they spawned out and went on or what, but it's just the middle of March. But I'm gonna give it a try here. I'll turn around and give y'all a view from the area that I'm gonna be fishing, and let y'all see what it looked like and the way I'm gonna be casting. Okay, so as you can see, I'm under the bridge. That's flowing downstream that way. That's upstream. And to the left over there is the slough where I normally fish, off to the side over here from the slough. And there's some brush down in the water right there. That's what I normally cast around and retrieve back toward when I'm standing over there. And I usually catch a few, not a whole lot. But yesterday when I caught those 2, I started thinking maybe I should go under that bridge, try it again tomorrow, cast back that direction, and kind of come with the current. Because that's what I noticed about over there at the other creek. When I fish the direction the current is going, I get more bites. When I go up by the bridge and I cast in the same, when I cast up into the slough from the bridge, kind of coming toward the current, I don't get any bites. So I'm gonna give this a try. So y'all just hang in there with me. Let's see what we can do. What I'm gonna start off with is a blackened chartreuse curly-tailed grub on a reddish orange head underspin, and see what I can do with that. So let me get down here to a spot where I can cast, and y'all hanging there with me. I don't know how the bridge noise is gonna be being up under the bridge. But we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, I can see a stump or something sticking up out there. I know it used to be a big log jam over on that side, directly in the creek channel. There's not a lot of depth up under here, so I don't have any deep water to kind of let this obstruction, to let this underspin really fall down into and kind of work it. See, I can throw right along the edge of the creek channel, and the current is less on this side because of that slough. Creek channel comes through right out there. Probably creek channel probably forms 15 yards out in front of me, and shit, get up there. And that's pretty good because it allows me to fish this current a little bit differently. I'm trying to throw over there where I caught one yesterday. It's a little more difficult from this area because I got these bushes to contend with. I didn't put the video out that I made yesterday. I went to a lot of different places. Man, it's a lot of structure under there. I ran around a lot yesterday. I hit one little lake up, caught a nice bass there. I put in some travel by foot. I probably covered a few miles going back up in the woods and stuff, just following the creek. And I had like 2 bites doing all that. Out there in the current. Have any of y'all that fished the Sweetwater Creek ever caught any white bass out of here? I was just wondering that. If y'all have, leave a comment below, yes or no if you have. That's a nice stump right there. It's kind of like a double trunk off of a tree. It could be a log. I don't know, but I can see 2 points on it. Water level is dropped down about another 3 to 4 inches since yesterday. All of that rain we had from those storms this weekend. I hope and pray all y'all that had family or either was directly affected by the storm, I hope and pray that y'all are all right. I know in Paulding County, there was a tornado that came through Dallas in the area where I take, dang. Whew. Thank you, Lord. In the area of Kroger on 278 and 61. And I come through there today on a different little route, and I got a different look at some of the damage that it did. Well, it put some big oak trees on the ground, tore the tops out of some big oak trees, and they said it was only an EF1. Dang. So, didn't hear about any loss of life or anything from that storm. So, I just hope everybody all right. I know there was loss of life in other states, and I just pray for y'all that, you know, if you was affected, I pray the Lord be with you and comfort and keep you and your family. And I pray for the souls of your loved ones that was lost. I'm gonna throw downstream, downstream and come back against the current. That usually is not too favorable anywhere I've ever fished. I've only caught fish doing that a few times, but unless you got like a little eddy or something. The spot I want to fish is that bend right over there, but that's private property. I'm not going over there. I do have my second rig ready to go. It's just a chartreuse and black triple tail curly tail grub with a chartreuse and white head on that 33 Classic. I'll probably grab that in a minute, because that's what I caught them on down here yesterday. Not that particular exact combo, but that reel. It was chartreuse and black, but had a red head. Used to be a bunch of stuff out there in the middle. Might not be there no more. I didn't touch it. That's a pretty good breeze just come through here. Probably not gonna be down here very long. I just had to come try it from this direction and see. I've been disappointed lately in the part of the creek I was fishing down the road from the house where I caught those 14 at. Man, they just fell off. I've been itching to get back to Alabama, but the way they talking with the weather, it's supposed to be another storm system coming through in the next week or so. And my off day is Tuesday and Sunday. I really don't do much on Sunday as far as going fishing too often. Unless I go to church in Alabama and I go fishing on the way back home. I think I'm gonna switch rigs and go to my spin cast and use that float so I can control my depth. Coming through there with that doggone road runner or underspin, I'm hitting all kind of stuff. I didn't like that because I got hung once already. It's a lot of brush right through there. Dang, man, I just went and bought these new floats and new jigs yesterday at Academy. Dang. I am so sick and tired of breaking all my stuff. That's what happens when you creek fish. You're gonna lose some stuff. Now I'm gonna see if that float came loose. If it didn't, that'll be a good indicator of an area where I'm gonna get hung. I'm gonna see if it's gonna float downstream. It look like it's kind of staying stationary, but I don't know. Let me retie, y'all. I'll be back with you. All right, so I'm retied and see if I can make my way back down here without floating. My float did come loose, and I'm waiting on it's hung up right here in a little stick in an area that's gonna be hard for me to get it. So hopefully I can get it before I leave. But I can see all kind of sticks and stuff under the water. There he is. That's a good one too. There he is, y'all. Thank you, Lord. That is a good one. Yes, indeed. He pretty good. Not very, very thick across the back, but that's about 11-inch fish. Let's stick him in the chicken and see. Let's see what he checks out at. 11 on the dot. A little bit over, actually about 11. Yeah, about 11, right on 11 on the dot. That's good. Thank you, Lord. Yesterday, I was so tired from walking, I didn't really feel like taking any fish home and cleaning them. I could have kept all 3 of those that I caught, but I turned them all back loose. Might not be the case today. Can't stand up too good. Right there around that brush. Coming right past that brush. I got the wind blowing me right up into the brush. So I switched over to a black head with white eyes. I wonder if that would, if I would have caught that fish, if I would have kept that red and white head. I'm sorry, chartreuse and white head. Now this is kind of the same scenario I want to do over there at that creek where I caught those 14. This is kind of the same scenario I want to do. I want to be able to cast back up I want to be able to fish the slough from the side that the slough is on. But I can't access it. And so I want to know if I can catch them like that. This is how I wanted to fish over here, with that slough over there casting down toward the end of the slough, coming back this way with the current. I thought I would catch some fish because the bait fish are gonna be coming down, you know, from upstream with the current. And I just felt like if I could get over here, I could catch something. I get caught on that limb over there. What they did was they came through here trimming the sides of the roads, both sides of the road, and these trees that was growing, when they cut them, the tops just fell over in the water and put a lot more brush than what was out there. So it's a lot easier to get hung up over there. So I have to fish a little shallower, but I can't fish the brush exactly the way I want to. Now I did buy me some more slip bobbles at Academy yesterday. So I may put one on my spinning reel because it's a 7-foot rod, and I may go over there on that little spot and just drop it down and see if I can catch some over there, just slip bobbing. But for now, I just want to kind of cast back up toward that slough on this flat. Just bring it back down, slow rolling, like the bait fish would be coming. I gotta come past this stump right here. I can see what looks like maybe another log out there in the middle. I can see a dark shadow up under the water. I got kind of breezy on me. fish did not bite hard either. It's kind of sucked it back and just let its weight fall on it. It just really didn't strike hard. Still yet to get a bite or catch a fish. Up out of that slough area up there. And that wind is blowing my float toward all that brush. Yep, got a leaf. That don't help the fishing. Let's go up there, come off of that point. I tried to fish upstream at this spot once before, but it's like a lot of really shallow spots up through there, and a lot of blowdowns and stuff. I don't know how far back up in there you gotta go before you get to a good spot. But it's a subdivision right there, so I try not to go behind people's houses too much. Well, I probably just ran them out of there. Come through that same area all this time and was not getting hung. Trying to throw over there around that bridge piling might not be a good idea because all those tree trimmings laying on the water over there. Breeze keep changing directions. 1 minute it's coming this way, next minute it's going that way. That's right on the current side of the point. Coming back off into this flat, calmer side where there's no current. Oh, you know what, y'all? My float is right there. I gotta try to get it. The wind has blown it loose. Come up in here. Don't you go nowhere. Yes. Woo. Thank you, Lord. Got it. So tired of breaking floats off. Man, couldn't have been the only one that was sitting up in that spot. But then again, I could have run them off. Like I said, I got hung up on that bush a few times. Probably didn't help my case. I think I might step over there, put a slip bobber on this other one, step over there and just vertical jig with a slip bobber. Let me see what my view look like from here. Y'all would be able to see me. All right, y'all, got my slip rig rigged up, all good to go. And I'm using a different color combination. I'm gonna use that chartreuse head with the white eyes, with that penny back and chartreuse little tadpole jig. So I'm gonna make my way over here. Y'all be patient with me. I ain't trying to break no bones. So I'm gonna try it kind of shallow at first. I'm gonna try it kind of shallow at first, hoping I don't get hung up. So I'm probably gonna be fishing about a foot deep. Got this stick right here that not liking that stick being in the way. Stick. Man, I'm just pulling all the structure out of the way. That ain't good. I got a couple other places that I think this would work out good. through here now, but I'll wrap it up in a minute, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm catching now is sticks. They don't eat well. What I am gonna do though, because that stump out there, I can see that stump. Might do some crappy around this rip wrap. That stump right out there, toss on this back side of it. The current don't take it away, which it is. y'all, so what I'm gonna do is, before I get out of here, I'm gonna go back to the spot where I normally fish this creek from, right over here on the other side of this slough. And we're gonna give it a try from over there. I'm gonna try both the slip bob and the slow roll. See if I can get one more before I go home. I like to have at least a couple sandwiches today. So y'all stick with me. I'll make my way over there without breaking a bone. And I'll pick y'all up when I get back over there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna start off by casting over here and retrieving. See if I can do anything. Yesterday the water was all back up in there and there was a bunch of little minnows up in there. Today, there's no water and I don't see any minnows right now. Well, I can see them over there. Caught that one from under the bridge, so I kind of thought I could, so that's why I went over there. So, but this is the spot I normally fish from when I come down here, casting downstream and coming back this way up on this little flat area that sloughs up. Normally I get bit right in there. I have caught them right here next to the bank. I'm getting ready to call it here in a second. I'm gonna try that slip rig right around all this brush from this side before I leave. Got to get on to the house. Oh, I got hung up. There's some stuff right there. Let me try this slip rig real quick and see if I can work one up with it. take should I take this split shut off? Let me see something. Nah, I guess I'll leave it on there. Caught up in that brush over there. Man, I don't want to break. It's a root down there. I can see it running along the edge, and it goes out there too. I've seen it when the water was lower. Dang. All right, y'all. It's one and done. I'm gonna take it to the house. I did not expect the break off right there. So I'm gonna call that it for today, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching these videos. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week. Peace.